Good morning. Where'd you go? As you can see, dealing with some technical issues this morning, but we're rocking and rolling now. 9:25. Good morning, happy Monday. The 22nd day of September does fall on it, and we got a good show for all of you. Coming up in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to be talking to Brian Trust, and really excited. He has a new show that's coming to Riverbender, and he's been working on this for some time, and we're going to learn all the details about it and all that good stuff, and just see how he's been doing and catch up with him. Then at 10:35, we turn our attention on this Monday morning right on over to St. Ambrose. We're going to get the latest from how things are going from them as a school, and just some details overall about the next couple of weeks and some improvements that they've made. Principal Baird will join us for that. I hope you had a great weekend. It was a busy one. All throughout the Riverbend, there was a ton of events going on. The Earth Tones was packed. There was a ton of really a lot of things you could do with your family. So I hope you made the most out of all those opportunities. And if you didn't, well, hopefully next year you're able to as well. Make sure you download that RiverBender.com app today, or you can just sign up for that daily email update. You can never miss out. You can join our list of over 80,000 email subscribers that are in the know with their daily dose of local and statewide and national news through our partnership with the Associated Press, and you'll never miss out as we take you to News Brief now at 9:26. Alexander Brooks, 32 from Bethalto, has been charged with felony burglary and violating the Violent Offender Against Youth Registration Act following a break-in at Funky Cards and Collectibles in downtown Alton. This happened about 6 months ago. Brooks allegedly entered the store unlawfully on March the 11th, intending to commit theft. He also failed to register his new Bethalto address within 5 days as required by law. Brooks has a prior conviction for aggravated battery of a child under 13 and has been on the offender registry since 2020. He was released pending trial, and we'll keep you updated if more details are rolled out to us. Also in the news today, U.S. Steel has decided to continue processing steel slabs at its Granite City Works plant, overturning an earlier plan to stop slab deliveries by the end of October this year. The reversal comes just 10 days after workers were told to cease operations at this facility. The company emphasized maintaining operational flexibility and confirmed that no layoffs were expected over the next 2 years. State Representative Amy Ellick and State Senator Erica Harris praised the decision and crediting advocacy efforts and the Trump administration support. While celebrating this win, local lawmakers vow to keep fighting for a long-term solution to secure the jobs in Granite City. Also in the news today, Eric Scott Pulowski, a scout from Rosewood Heights, has been awarded the Medal of Merit for his exceptional service in applying scouting skills and ideals during the 2024 High Adventure Summer Camp in the Florida Keys. The award was presented recently during a troop meeting at St. Paul's Methodist Church, where Scoutmaster John McCurdy and Pulowski's father, Brad, who's a local troop leader, shared the honor. The sea-based camp providing challenging outdoor activities that allowed scouts to demonstrate their commitment to scouting principles. The Medal of Merit, awarded by the Boy Scouts of America, recognizes outstanding service and dedication. Congratulations on that recognition. Also in the news today, the Glenhead Food Pantry recently received a generous donation of over $50,000 from First Presbyterian Church to support its $3 million capital campaign for a new building. This contribution will significantly enhance the pantry's ability to serve the District 7 community. The church members raised more than $25,000 through a special fundraising effort and matched it, reflecting decades of collaboration and volunteerism. The new facility will feature a commercial kitchen, private office, a meeting room, and restrooms. And they do have plans for a solar panel to ensure sustainability in the near future. We'll keep you updated on that. Community involvement is encouraged to help fight local food insecurity and support the pantry's long-term mission. And you can see that full story at RiverBender.com /news. Also in the news today, the Edwardsville Art Center is set to host the Edwardsville Art Fair from September the 26th through the 28th at City Park. The event now features over 100 artists displaying and selling their work alongside a variety of family-friendly activities, including a maker space with hands-on art demonstrations like watercolor painting and face painting. Live performances will highlight this weekend, including local bands and dance groups, and a special children's art gallery allows kids to select and take home artwork, encouraging early art appreciation while supporting free kids classes. The event celebrates creativity and togetherness, and we'll be out there at the event and give you some of the sights and sounds of it as well. And you can see all of those at RiverBender.com/news next week after the event concludes. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this morning at 9:30. Let's take a look at weather. A lot different than last week. 67 degrees right now in downtown Alton. It feels like 75. Today, mostly cloudy, and it will be humid with a brief shower or two. That humidity sitting at 94%. Air quality right now is at 53, which is moderate. The mold count's high, and ragweed count's moderate today, too. And for the next 5 days, here's what they look like, and I'll take them all. Today, temperatures reach 80 degrees, drop down to 61 overnight. On Tuesday, thunderstorms are predicted. Those thunderstorms mostly in the morning and in spots in the later parts of the afternoon. Then by Tuesday night, that storm chance just dissipates, and we'll have a couple of rain showers as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, thunderstorms in the morning. It will be cloudy, not as warm, but it will be humid. And then Wednesday night, just a couple of rain showers as we head into Thursday. On Wednesday, a high of 72, a low of 61. On Thursday, temperatures reach 75, drop down to 55. And there will be some clouds in the morning with a couple of showers. Then by Thursday night, those clouds will clear on out, and we'll have a pretty clear Thursday as we head into Friday. On Friday, a high of 75, a low of 54. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 9:31 in downtown Alton, 68 degrees. It feels like 75 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545, this time powered by Bounce Back Rehab Recover Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the RiverBender.com app today. And if you're someone that likes the text message alerts and those notifications, all you have to do is text RB to 618-202-4618 to sign up for those instant weather alerts. We'll take a quick break and come on back and chat away in the 9 o'clock hour before we talk to Brian Truss. But hey, you know, an extraordinary lifestyle waits you at XO, and I just think it's a really great thing. Lifestyle services rooted in cutting-edge technology and custom beauty rituals, and they offer an unmatched blend of refinement and meticulous care on top of just the fact that they have that really great cuisine side of the business too, with a Michelin star chef and just a great menu. That nail bar is full service, includes manicures, pedicures, dip, acrylic gel, IV drips, youth discounts, wedding packages, party packages. If you need it, they got it. Plus, on the med spa side of things, they got IV therapy, laser hair removal, hormone replacement. And they have weight loss services, fillers, Botox, anything that you need, really. They have free consultations, and I think that's important. You know, at XO, it's all about providing that experience that speaks for you. It's different for everybody, and they have a service that really makes it worth your while. All you got to do is stop by 2157 Center Court in Edwardsville, or just go to visitxo.com. That's visitxo.com, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with a little bit more on this Monday. You stay there, and I'll be right back here on Roku TV, RiverBender.com. It's our daily show. Of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Delmar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show on a Monday, 9:38. You know, I don't know about you guys, but man, like the last 12 hours, I just started feeling worse and worse. And man, I am not feeling too good today. I never get into work this late, and I kind of got into work late, but we had some technical difficulties anyway. But man, oh man, I am just like getting smoked here. We got Brian Truss that's going to join us at 10:10, and always enjoy talking with him. He's going to fill us in on the latest from his new show, and I'm excited for him. And I know this is something that he wanted to do for a little bit of time. He told me about it a couple of months ago, and here we go. So we'll get the latest and kind of learn about what he wants to do. And then at 10:35, St. Ambrose joins us. But yeah, no. So anyway, I normally get into work pretty early, but man, today I just couldn't get out of bed. It was like I got smoked, you know. And the thing is, I've always told people, you know, if I'm going to feel like this, I at least want to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like by going out and having a fun night. But man, I'm telling you what, I just think there's something going around. And I was talking to OSF a couple of days ago, and they were filling me in that there was some a little bug going around too. So I don't know if that's something that you guys are dealing with, but today it really is starting to get to me. So we'll see how long I can go. I'm trying to work a full day. I'm going to work a full day today. That's what I'm going to tell myself right now. Is it probably going to happen? Yes. Likely? No. But we'll see. Hey, you know, we had on Friday Principal Harmon, and we also had on Mary from Marquette Catholic. And, you know, they do some really great stuff. And you have a chance to win $50,000. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that should get getting you excited. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do. $50,000 is like the best way for all of us to end our year. Think about that. You spend $100. They give you 3 tickets. It's 50 for one, but if you get $100 worth, they give you 3. So it's buy 2, get 1 free. I think it's great. Plus, what I think's really cool is they have early bird drawing, so you can win $1,000 the next couple of weeks and then still be entered to win that $50,000. It's such a great thing, and you guys are seriously going to need to be a part of it. Why wouldn't you? We had them on the show, though, and they filled us in, so I'm going to bring you back to it because, like I said, it's just not feeling the best today, and we got a 10 o'clock hour that's full, and we always have great conversation. So if you miss this, learn how you can win $50,000 and support Marquette Catholic. They're always doing great things and always love showcasing them. Welcome back, Daily Show on a Friday. Man, busy start to the show. I can't believe we're already into political season already. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Hard to believe, yeah.
And we're in the season where you can win $50,000. No big deal or anything. I don't know. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Doing great, thank you.
Well, how's the school year started off for Marquette?
It's great. Yeah, we're off to a great start. Fall's always a super busy time. Just got a lot going on, and homecoming's a little later this year, so that's kind of nice in a way.
That's what I was going to ask.
We can kind of settle in before we get into some more craziness. But yeah, everything's going really well.
Really cool, because I saw it's October 25th.
Yes.
Yep.
And is that the latest you guys have had a homecoming before, or have you gone
it kind
later?
of fluctuates from year to year with different factors coming into play. But so sometimes last year it was a whole month earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
end of
wow.
September.
Yeah.
So this is on the later side, but it's been this late before, I think.
I like it, though. I really do. I think it's better for the schedule. That way you aren't rushing right into it, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And you give everybody more chances to win $1,000.
That's right.
Fridays leading up to
Exactly.
it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So how does this work?
Yeah. So we've got our mega raffle going on right now. It's $50 to buy a ticket, or it's buy 2, get 1 free, so 3 for $100. And there's lots of easy ways to purchase your tickets. The easiest way is to go online at marquettecatholic.org/mega raffle. And all of those online tickets are processed regularly, and you will receive your actual ticket stubs and coupons in the mail when you purchase online. And it's just a real easy way to do it. You can also come into school. Some folks don't want to do the online thing, and that's totally fine. You can come in and write out your ticket, and we can take care of you that way too, but with cash or check.
The online form that you fill out, it's super easy, and we can zoom in, but it's 2 tickets, you get 1 free. That's $100, or a single ticket's $50.
Yep.
And what's cash calendar pickup?
Yeah, so that's just kind of an add-on to the page. So it's just a pre-order for our cash calendars.
Okay.
Cash calendars is something our Explorer Club handles, and it's just another kind of fun fundraiser where there's a drawing every day of the year for cash. And so on that page, on the Mega Raffle page, you will see that as an add-on, and you can pre-order your calendars that way. That usually won't come out until November.
Well, I like the way that you all do your block party, too, for homecoming. I think that's really unique. And now, is this going to be an open to the public event?
Yeah, so it's really kind of geared towards, our Marquette families, our alumni, just the Marquette family as a whole, but certainly open to the public as well. And it's just a really fun way to, number one, kind of culminate this whole mega raffle that we've been doing for the past several weeks. And then also a way to bring our alumni together, our parents together, and just have a really fun night with some food and drinks and live music. And it's a great time.
I won't tell. If I win, I might have to leave early because I'd start buying drinks.
Yes.
How long has this mega raffle been going on for?
So many years. I'm not sure the number of years off the top of my head, but
it has to be over 10, I thought.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say probably close to 30 years.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. And it's kind of varied. It's taken different forms and different, levels of cash prizes, but it's been going strong for a long time. And so the Marquette community just kind of expects that they know that in the fall we're bringing them the mega raffle. And so
this is cool.
It's great because we have $6,000 early bird drawings. A couple have already happened. The next one is actually this afternoon.
Oh, wow.
We'll draw for $1,000 this afternoon, and then
We'll call you later this afternoon.
Yeah, so it'll be a fun phone call later.
So if you win in the early bird, is that ticket taken out of the big drawing?
Nope, you go right back in.
Well, there you go. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you go right back in. So you can win.
If you're really that good.
You got it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, the winners just go right back in. Everybody has a chance to win the big pot. And then we will also draw on the 3rd of October, the 17th, and also the 24th, which is the day before the big block party. So lots of opportunities to win a lot of cash prizes.
This is awesome. And now, what are the funds generated for? Go back towards.
So it's really just just a general fundraising for the school.
Yeah.
There's nothing specific that it goes towards. We work really hard to fundraise throughout the year, and we usually hit somewhere right around $500,000 in fundraising. And so this is just a big part of that kind of chunk that just helps out the school throughout the year. So.
Really cool. Well,
yeah.
And Principal Harmon, I think it's great to talk about too, because parents right now it seems like are looking for maybe a different option a lot of the times for their education. Maybe public school's a little too fast. Maybe the environment is just not right. It's at Marquette, you guys do offer financial aid and assistance for families, and that especially for students that really do fit into the Marquette culture and really embrace that. And I think that's really important, not only for the school's tradition, but also to build the next generation of leaders too that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say, I didn't want to steal the thunder from Mary, but a large portion of that fundraising that they do does help to offset tuition. So that's a huge portion of trying to have a diverse population that we have, is that financial aid is there, tuition aid is there, scholarships are there, and the $500,000 plus that they raise is a large portion of what helps with that.
Really, really cool. And now take me through the latest additions to Marquette, some of the latest improvements. And I know that your drama club has been on the theater program. They're doing awesome work, and all their plays are doing, and musicals are doing great too.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So actually, our director, Madison Foreman, actually was nominated this past year for the Director of the Year for the St. Louis area.
Wow.
Which was very exciting. It was her first year leading, first year directing. So it was really exciting for her. They are doing Alice in Wonderland this fall, and the kids are excited. They've cast it already, so they're practicing. They're underway. Just did a table read, I want to say it was about a week ago. And so, it's growing. It's going well. And school continues to grow. We actually just opened a new building this year. Not sure if you were aware, we opened our chapel this year. So the old Unitarian church that's right across from City Hall, we acquired that back in September of last year and have been working to get that ready and open that this school year. So
really cool.
We've got a couple classrooms and a new chapel over there.
That's fantastic. And now, has it been a much needed fit for the students, just for travel and all that, and getting in and out for Mass?
Very much so. So the obviously we're landlocked. So any opportunity for us to grow and add space is fantastic. And being right there, having a chapel, we can fit just over half our student population and faculty population in there. So getting to celebrate Mass in an actual chapel twice a week is fantastic. So it's been a really nice addition. And then we've put our theology classes over there as well. So having theology right by the chapel is fantastic.
And your fall sports programs are off to a great start. Everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
It seems to be, I got to say, I definitely have to give props to football being 2-1 this year. It's fantastic. And we've had great fan turnout every game.
Hopefully 3-1 after tomorrow.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah. So, no, it's been great. And soccer's been doing well. Volleyball just had a big win this week and took third in a tournament this past weekend as well. So it seems like everybody is doing pretty well right now.
Man, life's great. And it can be even better if you win $50,000 on top of it. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's right.
So how does the drawing work? Is it done at the end of the night? Do we have to be present to win?
So you do not have to be present to win, and it is done on the night of the homecoming block party, and we do it usually just before 10 o'clock, kind of at the end of the evening, before the coronation happens, inside at the dance, and all those kinds of things. So yes, folks can purchase tickets all of that evening, right up until the time of the drawing. And even online, we're processing those online tickets all night.
That's good to know, actually.
Yeah, and it will get shut off at some point, as we get close to the drawing time. But we are processing those tickets online all evening, as well as selling them there at the party. So you have until now, somewhere around 9 o'clock on October 25th to get those tickets in, and they'll be in there. So, but no, you do not have to be present to win any of the drawings.
Cool. Well, and as we go into just the event that evening, the homecoming block party, what's the live entertainment going to look like that night?
So it is going to be the Riverbend dueling pianos.
Oh, that's awesome. That'd be really fun. Yeah.
So just a lot of fun, a lot of kind of interactive live music. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's always a good time. time.
Really cool. And then you got drinks, food, and then just a lot of fun. It's always fun to drive by that night because you guys really do have just a full crowd, and seeing everyone enjoying it's really cool.
Yeah, it's just such a fun time to bring everybody together, and especially for the parents. For a lot of the parents, their kids are inside of the dance. We're outside doing our thing, and so it's really that Marquette family community feel.
It's really cool. I mean, you got to come pick your kiddos up anyway. You might as well have fun in the process.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. And hopefully win some money.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then be really happy on the way home.
So we also, besides the $50,000, I'll just throw this in, we also have some other cash prizes that night. We have a drawing for $5,000. 500, 250, and then of course the early birds are 1,000 each, leading up to that. So there's and all told it's 62,000 that we give out in cash prizes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is this kind of like a machine event at this point in time because of just how long it's been running, where you can just kind of get ready to go for next year already?
Yeah, we've pretty much got it down. Yeah, it's a well-oiled machine at this point. Yes, but we could not do it without our parent volunteers. Our parents really chip in their time and energy, and we have parents coming in every week, a couple times a week, helping us. And without them, it would be very difficult to do. So we're always very appreciative.
You guys really do have a great relationship with your parents, it seems like, and supporting one another. It's really cool. Yeah. Anything else to talk about for right now when it comes to this?
I will plug our golf tournament real quick.
Talk about that. You don't want me out there.
We do. We have our 32nd annual John Rogers Explorer Classic on October the 10th, and we have both morning and afternoon tee times for that, and that's at the Woodlands, and we have a couple spots left only, I think, in the afternoon as of right now, and we still have some morning availability as well. So so it's a 7:30 tee time and a 1 o'clock tee time that day. So again, that's just a really great day to, just bring a bunch of folks together and have a good time.
And now, what are the cash prizes on this?
So we have 3 flights, and there's a payout for each flight.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the first place for each flight, the first place team gets $500. Second place team gets $300, and third gets $200. So there's payouts for all 3 of those flights.
Awesome. Is details on lunch and anything like that?
Yeah. So we do provide lunch and drinks, and we give a gift to each of the golfers. We provide a dinner at the end of the evening. So for some folks, they like to stay and, sit down and have a nice meal, and we'll at that point, do all of our awards and talk about how great our golfers are or not so great. Or folks kind of have to get out of there. Maybe they're going to Oktoberfest. It's the same day, the kickoff for Oktoberfest. And so, they can take their dinner to go as well. We do have a lunch and a dinner included in that. And just a fun day.
Absolutely. And how do we register again?
Yeah. So you can go to marquettecatholic.org/golf classic. You can also just go to our website at marquettecatholic.org. And there's registration and sponsorship opportunities available there.
Really cool. Principal Harmon, anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you for allowing us to be here.
Well, I don't thank me. You're giving people a chance to win $50,000. What are you doing? I mean, listen, $50 gets you 1 chance, or $100 gets you 3 chances at it, and that's a great end to your year, no matter who you are.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
Right. That's right.
More information can be found at marquettecatholic.org/mega raffle. We'll link that into a RiverBender.com article. Again, get your tickets now. Win $50,000. Give me 10%, and we'll be back with more next.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing.
Hey, welcome back, 9:55. Man, I do not feel good. Brian Trust joins us in 15 minutes, and I'm excited to hear from him. You know, Brian and I always have fun in the studio, and this time's a little bit different because we're going to be talking about his new show, and I'm excited about that, and really just excited to have a light Monday for once. We've been busy as heck. I mean, really have been, and had, 5 guests a day, it seems like, for a long time, so good to kick back and relax, and I hope that one of you are one of the $50,000 winners, and thanks to all of you that just reached out and said, hey, thanks for replaying that, so I know how to get my tickets. Hey, wanted to fill you in that the Godfrey Corn Maze is open. It opened 3 days ago on the 19th, and it's going to stay open through November the 2nd. This is great. The maze is going to be open with its activities 6 to 10 p.m. on Fridays and 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturdays, and then noon to 6 on Sundays through November the 2nd. This year's maze theme is Minions, and the corn was planted in the shape of a minion from the movie Despicable Me. Attendees can traverse the maze and navigate their way through the corn for an evening of fun. Admission to this maze just costs $7 for adults 12 and up, $5 for kids ages 6 to 12, and kids under the age of 5 are free. Combo pricing is also available. The Haunted Maze is going to debut in October and run concurrently with the normal maze. The Haunted Maze will be available from 6 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays in October and November the 2nd. Chris Logan, the Park and Rec director, always notes that it's a really big hit. The Haunted Maze does cost additional $9 for individuals 12 and up, $7 for kids 6 to 11, and is free for children under 5. And Logan wanted to also note that they have special offers for school groups, churches, and other organizations that may want to rent the maze for a larger group. He encourages anyone who wants to know more about the Great Godfrey Maze to visit the official Facebook page for the Godfrey Park and Recreation Department or visit the official website. And you can see more details on that at RiverBender.com/news. And then before we take a break, or we aren't probably going to take a break, I'll give you a live read and we'll go right into top of the hour news because we got Brian Trust. Chris Rhodes was filling us in on the 18th. Hundreds gathered Thursday evening along the parade route to celebrate the Roxana Homecoming Parade, and there was a large amount of people there and a large amount of candy that was getting thrown to the crowd. You can see a full gallery of over 100 images of that parade if you were a part of it or there and want to get the memories of it at RiverBender.com/news. The parade's Grand Marshal this year was Mark Scroggins, a 1971 graduate of Roxana High School and someone who's dedicated more than 30 years to the Roxana School District as a teacher, coach, and athletic director. Scroggins, often referred to as Mr. Roxana, served 10 years as the head boys basketball coach and led the golf program for 13, and guided the boys soccer team to their only regional championship in school history. There were a ton of vehicles there, from fire trucks from Roxana, South Roxana, Wood River, Rosewood Heights, and the Phillips 66 Fire Department. They also participated, and you can see a video of that event and a full gallery at RiverBender.com/news. Hey, while I have you, before we aren't going to take a commercial break, but I am going to give you a quick live read. The Sip and Shop for Striding and Surviving coming up Sunday, October the 5th. This is a great organization. It's Alice Bartles, who joins us on the show. She's going to be back on October the 1st to give us a little bit of just a final preview before the event. But they do a lot of great work when it comes to cancer research. A lot of their proceeds go to that. And they also do this really great gas card program where they provide gas cards to individuals that are going through chemotherapy treatment to make sure that their transportation's covered. It's a really great thing. And I really encourage you to go to the Sip and Shop. This is over there at the Hall, 7132 Marine Road in Edwardsville. It's free admission, nothing to get inside, plus barbecue, and you can donate a lap blanket, just one of those smaller blankets, for a chance to win a $50 Visa gift card while you're there. There's a ton of door prizes, a ton of hourly prizes, and 2 special drawings for purchasing guests. This is something you want to be a part of because it goes right back into our local community and benefits individuals that are battling cancer to provide them services, whether it's a gas card and other items or through the proceeds raised that they donate to cancer research societies. You can learn more at stridenandsurvivin.org. That's stridenandsurvivin.org, or just learn more by going to the RiverBender.com event calendar today. We'll take you back to top of the hour news now at 10 o'clock. Here's what you need to know. Alexander Brooks, 32 from Bethalto, charged with felony burglary and violating the Violent Offender Against Youth Registration Act following a break-in at Funky Cards and Collectibles in downtown Alton. This happened 6 months ago. Brooks allegedly entered the store unlawfully on March the 11th, intending to commit theft, and now he also failed to register his new Bethalto address within 5 days, as required by law. Brooks has prior convictions for aggravated battery of a child under 13 and has been on the offender registry since 2020. He was released pending trial, and we'll keep you updated if more details do roll our way. Also in the news today, U.S. Steel has decided to continue processing steel slabs at its Granite City Works plant, overturning an earlier plan to stop those deliveries by the end of October. The reversal comes just 10 days after workers were told to cease operations at the facility. The company emphasized maintaining operational flexibility and confirmed that no layoffs are expected over the next 2 years. State Representative Amy Ellick and State Senator Erica Harris praised the decision, crediting advocacy efforts and the Trump administration support. While celebrating this win, local lawmakers now vow to keep fighting for long-term solutions to secure jobs in Granite City. More details on that story at RiverBender.com/news. The Glened Pantry recently received a generous donation of over $50,000 from First Presbyterian Church to support its $3 million capital campaign for a new building. This contribution will significantly enhance the ability to serve the District 7 community. The church members raised more than $25,000 through a special fundraising effort and matched it. Reflecting decades of collaboration and volunteerism, the new facility will feature a commercial kitchen, private office, a meeting room, and restrooms. And they do have plans for solar panels in the future to ensure sustainability. Community involvement is encouraged to help fight local food insecurity and support the pantry's long-term mission. You can find out ways how to at the RiverBender.com news article. Finally, in the news today, the Edwardsville Art Center is set to host the annual Edwardsville Art Fair from September the 26th through the 28th. The event features over 100 artists displaying and selling their work alongside a variety of family-friendly activities, including a makerspace with hands-on demonstrations like watercolor painting and face painting. There will be live performances that highlight the weekend, featuring local bands and even dance groups. A special children's art gallery allows kids to select and take home artwork, encouraging early art appreciation while supporting free kids classes. The beloved community event celebrates creativity and togetherness and offers something enjoyable for all ages. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend at 10:03. Let's look at weather. 69 degrees in downtown Alton. It don't feel like it. Feels like 74 out there. Humidity at 94%. Today, mostly cloudy and humid. A brief shower or two still could linger our way. And tonight, cloudy and it will be humid. Thunderstorms expected. Air quality right now is at 53, which is moderate, but the mold count, that's high at 31,000. Ragweed's up 2 in the moderate category today. Temperatures will reach 80 degrees, drop down to 61 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, you can expect thunderstorms in spots late in the afternoon, and then on Tuesday night, those storms will just dissipate into rain showers throughout the area. Temperatures on Tuesday reach 79, drop down to 65. On Wednesday, a high of 72, a low of 61. It will be mostly cloudy. It won't be as warm as Tuesday, but it will be very humid. A couple of showers and a thunderstorm await us on Wednesday morning. On Wednesday night, a couple of showers as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, a high of 75, a low of 55, rain in the morning. And then on Friday, a high of 75, a low of 54. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. 69 degrees in downtown Alton. Don't feel like it. Feels like 75 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. Before we take a quick break, let me fill you in on our friends at Hainer Library. You know, I think it's really cool that Hainer does a lot with the community organizations. They were just down at the Earth Tones Festival on Saturday, and it just kind of brought back just a little bit of a reminder for me just how active all the employees are at Hainer. And it's why I think our local library just keeps doing more and more. And really what I think's so cool is, you know, Hainer will do a program or they'll start something, and then you'll see other area libraries start to pick up after it. They're truly a trailblazer when it comes to modernizing the library. That was a monumental task. And now with these online resources, I think it's cool. You get your Hainer Library card, and think about this. They got resource and database guides, consumer guides. I mean, this is what I think is so important now. I mean, you Google something. Let's say Christmas is right around the corner. Okay, hear me out here you have about 30 seconds. Let me explain. Christmas is around the corner. You type in, your wife wants a camera. Okay, so you type in the best camera to get for your wife for Christmas. Guess what's going to come up? A bunch of paid for Google ads that you don't know if the product's good. You're going to get an Amazon link. You order the camera, and here comes this little rinky-dink camera made in China, and you can't use it, and it falls apart, and then everyone's angry, and what are you doing? If you use the resource guides at Hainer Library, you don't have to worry about that because these are vetted, right? And you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest on products from all categories. You can also get access to all these how-to books, this really big database section, and I think that's really one of the bigger incentives. And hell, I mean, you know how expensive streaming is right now. I mean, Netflix keeps going up in price. All the streaming services do. And with your Hainer Library card, you get ad-free for free. So that means you get ad-free streaming that you do not have to pay for on Biblio Plus for movies and TV with your Hainer Library card, plus the Create-A-Bug app, so much more. Go to HainerLibrary.org, learn how to today, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. 10:07, quick break. We'll come back with Brian Truss. Learn about his new show right after this on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to the show. Thanks for doing it.
Things you do. I like the way you do things you do.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 10:11. Brian Trust is in the studio. How have you been, buddy?
Brother, it's good to see you. For starters, I was listening to you on the way here, and I'm just telling you that I hope that you start feeling better.
Me too. Man, I just woke up last night to start not feeling good, and now this morning I'm really not feeling good.
Well, especially what you said earlier. If you're going to feel sick, you want to earn that sick, where you're praying to the porcelain god, maybe.
I want to, exactly. I want to at least 14 Rumplemans to feel this way, you know. With that being said, you have a new show coming to Riverbender.
Yes.
This is exciting, man.
I'm very, very excited about it. It's called Conspiracies and Mysteries, not limited to myths.
I promise
and
you,
legends.
this is just a Reese's peanut butter cup. I didn't miss.
Dude, you don't tell a fat guy that. I'd be coming across this counter right now.
Well, I just saw this stain and it was a little alarming. I would have left the room if my host had that on his arm.
That'd be pretty magical, dude. If the elbow can reach to, yeah.
You never know.
Trust got them Tyrannosaurus arms. I'm lucky just to reach certain things, you know. But no, I'm very not. You just snorted on there, dude. I love it. At least if you watch us back, CJ snorted. But hey, not only am I
with a laugh.
Well, yeah. Yes. Let's be transparent here. Hey, not only am I excited about this podcast, but I did hear you on the air this morning. We did talk about it, and I know we're not supposed to put people on the spot, so I'm just going to say wishful. I hope that you're a player on this. I mean, I hope that at any time that you want to come on, I know our minds are a lot alike. Yes, I just want you to know it's an open invite.
Thank you very much.
I'd rather do it with you than without you.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Honestly, we got to get to the point where we can get you on the air here, so I can take a day off, you know, and we can let you do news.
Nobody wants to listen to Trust for 2 hours or tolerate me for 1 hour, you know.
Oh man, so what was the idea for this?
So really, I like to talk about naive curiosity. I don't have the lingo to be Mr. Professional, but here, if I can elaborate, like on You're Beautiful. Mm-hmm. So, I've got a Thursday, You're Beautiful episode live from 2 to 3 p.m. here on RiverBender Studios. And then here's the crazy thing. Folks, I'm holding myself accountable when I speak to you. I've not opened the Bible.
Right.
I've not read the Bible, but I'm fired up to tell you I've got a podcast about a relationship with Jesus. Mm-hmm. So when I say naive, listen, I'm not looking to tell you that I'm an expert and credibility. That's why I like to use dumb it down or naive. I know there's way more than just myself right now that has a curiosity of what takes place in the world past, present, and what's to come. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like to do is I'd like to open up to a listening audience. I've been promoting it out there as best as I can, and I'm going to use the old school preamble. we the people. And what I mean by we the people is why do you have to have these PhDs and these credibilities to speak when I know there's others out there? And again, when I talk about all topics, paranormal.
Right.
Okay. So paranormal, do you have to be a PhD, a doctorate to tell me that you didn't witness something, some evidence that you've captured? So let's open up the mics to the everyday people. Let's talk about experiences. And another thing I like to talk about, solutions. Okay. Mm-hmm. You got all this money out there for all these people to brainstorm about solutions. What if your superpower is a creative thought that gets 2 to 5 minutes exposure on the air, and somebody says, it's a great idea?
Yeah. I mean, you're right, because I feel like most of the money just goes towards ideas anymore. It's not really a concrete thing. It's like research or developing that idea.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So with these conversations, let's be proactive instead of reactive, that we didn't speak up. Somebody else spoke up, and it's like, are you kidding me? Now we're going 10 years back? Backwards?
Right. I think it's interesting. So with that, what are you going to, like, what conspiracies are you looking to explore the first couple of runs of this?
Thursday night's our first one. I've got
this Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday.
Yeah.
I know we have nothing set up yet. We'll talk about that later. But this Thursday, I've got Troy Whitworth coming on the show. And we've narrowed it down. We're going to talk about JFK.
Wow.
Aliens. And UFOs. So, the show's only an hour. Hey, is that diversity or what, dude? Listen, I got
You're
CJ.
covering it all.
The
first episode, you said hell with it. We're covering the whole gauntlet.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, why not?
I love it.
Right.
I know. I'm not picking. I think it's.
Hey, if it was up to me, this is what I want to talk about.
I love this.
I want to talk about whistleblowers, to be quite honest with you.
That would be good.
That's what I want to talk about. But let's be grateful that I have guests that come on the show, so now you don't start talking about, like, trust is jacked up, which, I probably am anyways. But, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited about, here, anybody watching this.
Did I tell you I'm a whistleblower?
Woo! The curiosity, what's going on in your mind? What do you know about that you're limited to because you're just a Brian Trust? I'm looking for voices, advocates, people who have an interpretation of something. Stop selling yourself short. I want to know. And if we can get together, let's get together. There's a couple ways they can reach me by email. trustonriverbender@gmail.com. My cell number for texting is go to Facebook and find me at Conspiracies and Mysteries. I know it's all new, but what have you, but let's talk.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. I really do. I think it's going to be a fun show.
Well, let me ask you this. You've been doing the show for 2 years, for 2 hours at a time.
Three.
My bad.
No, I just.
That's awesome, dude.
3 years.
But how awesome is this that I could share with another radio host? Isn't it great to have these one-on-ones with the people that you have in here to get their interpretation, their vision? Because today now we just want to be lazy and say, hey, Suri, what about this?
Yeah.
Where's that body language? Where's that character and the relationships that you and I build over the years?
Well, and I think that's really interesting, and I'm honestly curious to see how it develops too, and how the show continues to grow, because a lot of people have interest in this stuff, and there's a lot. I mean, okay. I don't want to get yelled at. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody.
You got to do a disclaimer first, right? Don't you have to do it, the views and the opinion? Okay, never mind. Here we go. Moving forward.
Not for this one.
Gotcha.
This is too easy of one. There's people that claim that there's like a 6-foot pigeon that's flying around Alton, or has been.
Like the pie I saw bird.
No, like a legitimate pigeon. Like it looks like a pigeon. Like, I don't know, it's a giant bird that's been flying around.
Well, and in that case, and I'll bring this up on my show, with today's technology, footage.
Yeah. I don't know if they have it.
I'm
just saying that was a claim, that there was a pretty large bird that was flying around, about a 6-foot wingspan.
That's kind of like a Brian Truss heading to the buffet, dude. That's a large.
Do you remember when they found the tiger or the mountain lion in Rock Springs Park? Do you remember that years ago?
I've heard,
it's like 15 years ago. We could explore that one.
So anything's possible.
Maybe that's where little Dash went, the dog.
The power of the mind.
I love this, man. This is cool.
It's all about curiosity.
What's your biggest conspiracy theory? Like when you think of like the word conspiracy, what comes to your mind?
I'm going to say AI.
Okay.
AI intrigues me. It can't replace what you and I are having right now.
Right.
But what I can't comprehend is to ask it a simple question, and within less than seconds, you have factual data.
Oh, yeah.
Because it won't answer in opinion. And if that's the case, I know y'all are wondering about it also. Matter of fact, somebody just commented on one of my recent posts, how can you and I talk about something, right? We go away. As soon as we pick up our phone next, now we got an advertisement or what they say, a cookie about that topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's conspiracy. How does that not mind blow you?
Well, and it's just too, it's like the data sharing aspect of it. You know, what's really going on when it comes to data sharing and everything else. And I mean, it's really it's truly interesting. Now, you're starting with JFK. What's the interest? Is your guest just interest? So that's what I'm kind of going into. Is it just the interest level of it?
So the podcast, like You're Beautiful, it's not about me. It's about you.
Right.
I've been blessed by RiverBender Radio and the Hentrick family, your assistant too. I still believe in what I call being a voice and an advocate. Mm-hmm. We the people. I just like the fact that right here in our backyard, mm-hmm. You talk about theologists and architects and science. Okay, that's global. It's all over the place. But right here in our matter of fact, our backyard has tremendous history, especially when you talk about the paranormal and what have you. So when I keep saying we the people, it's just like RiverBender.com. It's built for the people, around the people, to continue doing business with the people.
So what I'm getting at, though, is like, so your first hits, like you were talking about earlier, it's not like you're looking for these guys that have these doctorals, that or PhDs. These are folks that are truly interested on the topic, that have done some research and stuff that are coming on. And
Amen. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. Okay.
So again, this is Troy. Troy wants to talk about JFK.
Uh-huh.
If people still ask me, like you did, about conspiracy, I'm talking about AI.
Yeah.
Something else that intrigues me, and I don't really hear it much on YouTube or what have you. Don't laugh at me, because this is what the show's about. The show's about
I think it's cool.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
I think about Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay, does that even come on your radar? Here's the reason why I bring it up. You talk about back in Michael Jackson and freezing his body and the stem cells that we do with today's science. So if it's all about freezing, well, if Antarctica is a frozen tundra, and we're talking a square mile of ridiculousness, what's truly frozen? What can we learn from Antarctica? Listen,
I get you.
I know I'm going crazy, but there's so many thoughts out there.
No, I think it's what I think's cool is you're doing this at the right time, where it's later in the night, where folks, if they're at home, it's totally interesting just to listen to for a couple of minutes and kind of just
a little bit more than a couple of minutes, please. But go ahead.
Yeah, fair. That's a good point. Like 45 minutes to an hour,
yes.
Maybe the full hour, and then it's just a good listen, because you're right. There's a lot of things right now that folks just like to talk about, whether it's the JFK thing or now it's the Trump assassination attempt.
Let's get current. What you just had this weekend.
Well, this weekend,
Charlie Kirk and Trump in the same intersection.
Well, yeah, and then you got other things. Yeah, so there's a ton of things that you could talk about. And so I think that's what's interesting is you aren't, looking at this as a certain angle. You're talking about all these different conspiracies for the folks that are just interested about it. I think that's really cool, man. I really do.
Starting right here with our backyard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's my conspiracy.
Oh, okay.
Schnooks and the news stations work together. Have you ever noticed every time bread and milk sales go low, there's a damn snowpocalypse that's predicted on Channel 2. Everyone rushes to Schnooks for the 3 inches of snow we're going to get for 2 days, and then all the milk and bread's gone. Schnooks in the black, and everyone's looking good heading into February.
So again, I chuckled at first, but how can I laugh? Because
exactly.
It goes, right. So it goes back to, again, the power of mentality.
I do believe
what does media put out there that makes us act the way that we do?
Okay, there's people that truly think that we create the news here at Riverbender. I promise you, it's a whole thing.
I just like those people to know that there's a freedom. That's what's the greatest thing about being American: freedom of speech. Freedom. I can't even speech.
Oh.
Freedom of speech. So these are, and that's kind of what I talk about. Do I put a disclaimer on my show that my opinions and views don't reflect, RiverBender Radio? But the reality is this. Conversation. Let's go back to conversation. So even if it's not conspiracies and myths, and if it's general chat, guess what we're not doing? We're not sitting at a table of 5 and we're all just playing on our phone. We're chatting.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a national news feed whenever they go to a wide shot and everyone's in the studio? They're all on their phones.
Yeah, and again,
it's crazy.
That's what. So can we just go back to a great American tradition of just talking with one another?
Well, the idea for this show is I would love to have it to where all of the Riverbender staff comes down for an hour and talks about what they're working on news-wise. So that way I don't have to talk as much. people are already sick of me anyway, So I figured that would be the We the People thing, in a different way where it's more of a community show. And I think that's where you're heading in so many different ways. And even You're Beautiful, man, there's been some really good stuff. And it was, really sad and really to hear about Kirby. And I hope that the Dixons are doing as well as they can.
Talking to Milo this morning. Love you, Dixon family.
And so, but I mean, you've been there for in a lot of different community members, lives and showcase those in a different way. And now in this new form and in a whole different perspective, I think it's going to be great to elevate those folks too that maybe feel like they're going to get chuckled at for talking about a certain thing, or maybe they feel like they have a tinfoil hat on. So it's an interesting side by side.
What if one person comes on the show and even says something that intrigues you, CJ?
Oh yeah.
So it's, if you give people the opportunity to speak, which again, I'm going to keep saying it, we the people. I wasn't very smart at all in high school. I graduated with my freshman class. Accountability, okay? Pretty bad. I partied like the way you're feeling right now, okay? But the reality is this. Why do we forget what I call the most 3 important words out there? We the people. And this gives us an opportunity, a voice and an advocate, opposed to being called a keyboard warrior. What if you tell me something that's so intriguing and I want to help?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't want to help, because let's go back real fast to whistleblowers. Okay, why am I so intrigued on whistleblowers? Because there's so many facts out there, but people have the fear to come forward about their safety, their financial stability if they speak. So again, I'm rambling, but I know you out there listening, watching, there's got to be something on your mind. And if it's not on your mind, maybe you can get rid of Karen or Harry at the family tradition thing. And you're like, hey, just go on Trust Show so we can get an hour break from you.
Yeah.
I know. Here, there's another one. I was Trust Family Auto Sales, okay?
I'm not a good whistleblower.
I'm doing the best I can out there in the auto industry. But here's something that's intriguing that comes up more and more ever. Are you familiar with people talking about their Social Security numbers, a bank account that the government has? So when you're born and you get assigned that Social Security number, you also get assigned a financial amount. Are you familiar with that?
No.
See, we're going to have them on the show. If you're one of them, people try to buy cars, no credit, no job, and they're like, well, the government owes me money. And they swear by it. And they have all this paperwork to go with it. Now, have I delivered a car that way? Absolutely not. But that's out there. Even to the people who say, you don't even have to drive with a license plate.
Oh my God, that's a sovereign citizen.
Yeah,
that's so a sovereign, because they're traveling. They aren't driving; they're traveling.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Taxes on your house.
That's true. There's a lot of people. This is interesting, actually.
This is all. So like I said, folks, it's not just conspiracies. It's not just mysteries, myth, and legends. This is a general chat to who knows where it takes.
This is fast. So it's not just going to be the stereotypical conspiracy theory either. That's right.
I couldn't fit that all in my title card. That's why I appreciate this opportunity with you, so people could see that it's a more wide open venue. Man, I just like. There you go.
Now I'm a whistleblower.
We're gonna have to get some sanitizer. I want to start blowing the whistle myself. Yeah.
We'll take a quick break with Brian and come back with more next.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganass Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganass Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganass Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, 10:30. If you heard that, I think the news would have stopped today. Daily Show. Brian Trust in the studio. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I so appreciate the open arms of you guys allowing me to come on the show. And not just to come on the show, it's like, what if Trust breaks another one of these stools? You know, we can't even afford to replace these stools. But it's a great way to check if 320. Yeah, I'm 320 these days. Oh. These stools hold me, and they hold me quite comfortably.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. I had, well, the other day, Friday, I had the guy, candidate for governor, Ted Dabrowski, in, and I'm going to be honest with you, I completely forgot I had a 9 o'clock guest, and walked in, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy's running for governor, you know, so here I am with a pair of shorts on, and it kind of looked like Adam Sandler. I had a collared shirt on, though, so it looked good. Love it. And then I realized the Taco Bell chairs probably wouldn't be beneficial for a governor candidate to be sitting on, so we went to the bar stools. Okay. I feel like that's fair. Maybe that's a conspiracy. CJ only puts out the bar stools for important guests.
or us heavyweights. You know. Hey, but the reality is, like you just brought up Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
How cool just to be true to himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So when I keep talking about the power of mentality, there's a guy with fortune and fame who just stays true to himself.
Or does he? Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, I like this.
There we go. I'm getting into your conspiracies.
Yes. Speaking of conspiracy, there's one thing that I lack knowledge on. Well, I lack a lot of knowledge other than how to dissect a buffet and how to get the best value for dollars.
And how to get a nice car.
Yeah, thank you.
Trust Family Auto Sales.
And Marty Tite, I'm going to come talk to you because all this advertising I do, you know, normally about these good deals.
Yeah.
I think I need to get some of his money for Riverbender because, I didn't say what place. I just said his name. I'm coming for you, Marty, for some advertisements so I could boast where Trust gets this form. Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, here, real quick. I know that I'm going sideways with this.
That's okay.
Did you find somebody to step into the day-to-day of the American dream of a business?
So I got a guy starting October 6th.
No kidding, man.
So
good.
The power of the internet. I've got the bar leased out.
Yeah.
Starts October 1st. I got another guy on the automotive side of things starting October 6th. And I appreciate you bringing that up because it's not about just a job. It's a career.
It's an opportunity, too.
Speaking of careers, where I was going at right before you went sideways with me, one of the things, and I'm not afraid to tell people, again, I'm not an expert. And Mom, if you're watching, Mom says, Brian, do not talk politics. So that's why I'm hoping, CJ, in this conspiracy and mysteries, if you want to get out of the house, you could help me out with the politics sides of things.
Interesting. We might do that.
Yeah, you could interview me because there's a lot of things that I don't know, like basic questions you would think the people know, and I don't mind using myself as what I call dumb it down because I don't know.
Yeah. I'm interested in that.
You've heard it here first.
On RiverBender.com.
Yeah, I like that.
So the first show is this Thursday.
Yes. My guest will be Troy Whitworth.
Local resident?
Local resident. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for, folks. Going back to We the People. Don't discredit yourself because that's, again, another conspiracy, I feel. why when you watch these YouTube or these news things, you gotta, like especially what have I seen here recently? Again, my favorite topic is whistleblowers, but another one is we all hear about the UFOs. Mm-hmm. You have military people who are willing to come forward and tell you what they've seen and what they know, right? But they're fear of their life.
Well, and see, this is the other thing. This is my true conspiracy. How come some do and some don't? Was that person even there? It's like, to me, it's like if the Men in Black thing was real, because people do think Men in Black was a real thing.
Where do you get your movie ideas from?
Exactly. So it's like, let's say Men in Black was real. I haven't seen the Men in Black come out here and like do a Joe Rogan yet, but I have seen like ex-CIA people on the Rogan podcast. And it's like, maybe they're a plant from the government to get you to think differently than what's going on. Maybe they want you to think conspiracy-wise.
So again, I'm not an expert, but I do know Congress is trying to pass an act that for those people to come forward that there's some type of protection.
Yeah.
So there's...
They all have to blow an Oscar.
Let's talk locally. You got the Piasa bird on a cave out here.
And a 7-foot bird flying around.
Pigeon, to be where, I mean, like I said, as a folklore, where do these things come from, right? Do you want to know?
Well, and this is what I think is so cool, man. It's like, I'm chuckling about it, but you know how many people are going to do the same damn thing the first 5 seconds? They're going to start laughing and going, yeah, actually, you know what? This is pretty interesting, and they're going to listen to it.
Well, speaking of interesting, I went to a cosplay. I came in here for Michael Jackson, You're Beautiful. Remember, I had the Yeah. I looked for a straitjacket. I was going to wear a straitjacket on my first episode.
Oh.
But you know what? It's not one size fits all. I'm just really frustrated on every time I go to buy clothes these days, it's got to be Omar the tent maker.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's true.
But you are right. I could see a lot of this stuff being comical to some.
For seconds.
Yes.
And then they're going to go, actually, you know what? I'm going to listen to this for a couple of minutes.
And what happens if you listen to it and you actually hear something that resonates with you?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's not like... that dude's messed up.
Yeah. Well, it's just an interesting thing, and it's a lot, man. So everyone's tired of and I shouldn't say this because I have a news show that happens to be, we do pretty well, but it's like people get kind of bored of news, especially right now. It's just like it's so crazy. It's like boom, 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 boom. There's something. So to have something like this, where it's more of like I don't want to say lighthearted, but it's not
an escape.
Exactly. It's not let's go back in and talk about how depressing the the news is today.
Sure.
This is cool.
That's the power of mentality. It's what I talk about all the time.
I'm very fascinated by this. So, first guest about JFK, aliens, and UFOs. Second show, do we have it planned?
I'm waiting on you. Like I said, you know me. I wing things. I came up with an idea. Let's do it.
Do you know what would be cool?
I'm ready. Let's go. I got to take notes.
I watched the new, not new. It's newer. The Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No, I lived it, dude.
It's really cool. But it talks about how they did the show and changed it because it was an Oprah-style show at first. And then they were like, this show sucks. No one's watching it. So they changed it. And this guy that as the executive producer was an old tabloid writer for like the New York Post, and it was like, Bigfoot's my lover, X speaks out. You should talk to one of those people and see how many times that they've actually been like entrenched in their like Elvis abducted by alien story.
And again, that's an escape that I absolutely... Hey, what's the latest I saw? Oh my goodness, a guy who had passed away, is it Jimi Hendrix, came back as Morgan Freeman? Have you heard of that?
No, I have. Like Keanu. No, it was. I heard not more that one, but there's a Keanu Reeves one too, where they think Keanu Reeves is like Nicholas Tesla or something.
So when you go back to Scientology, if I'm pronouncing that right, at least there you got DNA, but there's more than just what I'm talking about, conspiracies and mysteries.
Scientology's a religion.
See, that's how naive I am, guys.
That's the one that has Tom Cruise in it and stuff, and they're like, you got to pay to be holy.
Oh, you got to pay.
Yeah.
So there's another conspiracy.
No, it is. Have you seen that guy on YouTube? He just sits outside the Scientology office and films them down there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm no expert.
He wants to learn.
This is what I think. Everyday person like you are, maybe just a little bit larger, and I want to chat with you. Sometimes it's an escape, but I'm telling you. Like, for example, Troy Whitworth.
Yeah.
Sat down with him. At first, he was talking. I'm like, he started talking about Starbucks. If you turn the logo upside down, okay? And I'm like, starting to do the little, sorry, Troy, but at first I'm starting to laugh and stuff, but then he would just speak with so much confidence and be able to backtrack to the Bible and these dates, and I'm like, you got me intrigued, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, just like these, do you see the lizard's eye in the Taco Bell bell?
Well, I definitely see the Taco Bell, dude. I'm a food connoisseur. I see that.
But there's a lizard's eye in there. And the original, it's not the full logo.
Okay.
They got it half cut, but you can see the eye starting right here. You know, they can't see it, but, you know, you got the little pupil here.
You know, I think if we go to a dispensary commercial, we might be able to see a little bit more of that. But yeah, I want to be able to entertain everybody with an open mind.
Yeah, I love this.
You know, and I want to be able to talk with you. Listen, you wouldn't need the show if you just talked to AI. And that's another thing.
What does AI want you to know?
AI versus today's skills. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how much time we have, but let me just throw it out there real fast. You asked me, was I able to find somebody for the golden ticket to find the job, right? Yeah. I know if there's other business owners out there, they can relate to what I'm about to say. Whether it was COVID or after COVID, what have you, we could not find a workforce.
Yeah.
Okay? So one of the other things that I'm intrigued about is kids today, and I love them, I got a fleet of them.
Kids today.
Along with the parents, some of these kids today, they don't want to learn a trade,
It's
HVAC, plumbing, mechanics, because everybody's got this vision they could be an influencer.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
So why put in the work when I'm going to be an influencer and I'm going to be an influencer? So again, where is the country heading? I don't have the answer, by the way, but these are some of the topics that I want to speak of. And what if I speak to you and you come with a proactive approach?
Yeah.
What if, and I say it on You're Beautiful, what is your superpower? And a lot of times I tell people your superpower is your voice, by being able to speak up, because a lot of us sit with anxiety and depression feeling like we have no worth, that today's Groundhog's Day. Now I know I'm kind of mixing, both things with how I feel about You're Beautiful, but folks, you have a tongue. It's what they kind of call like the sword. You have this tongue that allows you to speak. What are you holding back?
Yeah.
I want to know.
I'm interested. I think this is going to be great.
I appreciate
Seriously.
that. I really do.
And speaking of the trades, thank you for bringing that up. We highlight the home builders, remodelers, and their push to get young people into the trades through all their various programs. Once a month, HBR, homebuildersremodelers.org. Okay, I think we need to call Oscar Mayer, because anytime we get a whistleblower, we give them a whistle and they have to, on the air, they give a little.
I agree with that. If they're going to put some money, not just donating the whistles, but a little bit of money towards the show, so we could get some more whistleblowers.
That would be awesome, man.
Calling you out, Oscar Mayer.
There we go. Brian, best of luck on Thursday. Oh, who's coming on You're Beautiful this week? Do we know yet?
I'm in the works.
Okay.
I'm hoping for Jaquan Adams.
Okay.
Him and I are talking right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got Ola Poland coming back.
Cool.
So I've got a few people. Melissa Georgioff's coming on. So
that'd be cool.
I'm pretty excited. It's just a matter of coordinating and communicating the schedule. Hey, one last thing. I got to throw a shout out.
Yeah.
Guess who's back?
Back good.
Welcome back, MJ.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
so, yes, I got MJ. MJ's helping me behind the scenes,
cool,
and I greatly appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Brian, it's always great talking to you.
Appreciate you, CJ.
We're going to take a quick break and wrap up the show with St. Ambrose. If I can still breathe by the time this commercial ends.
And get a ticket for Marquette.
And get a ticket for Marquette.
20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
In the newsroom, gotta run in bed. Get the widow on the set.
10:45. Welcome back, Daily Show. Monday morning continues with St. Ambrose. Man, I cannot believe Apple Fest is already here. Seems like
here.
I just emailed you in August.
It's an annual event every September, and here we are.
I just can't believe we're already at the end of September.
It is. It's here, and so this is our biggest event of the year. We're looking forward to it. First, I want to big shout out to the coordinating crew that have planned this event, Mike and Lynn Adams and all their helpers. Thank you for your many, many hours of putting into this. And so they've lined up a great couple nights of events this Friday and Saturday. Friday, they've got things like from 5 to 10, lots of things for the kids, including games and inflatables, as well as there's going to be plenty of different food options, basket raffle, silent auction. Lulu's Nice Ice is going to be on hand, Apple Market, Jewel Ice Cream Company, hair tinsel and temp tattoos are going to be there as well. From 5 to 5:30, we're going to get a demo from the Godfrey Fire Department on their fire truck. There's a meet and greet going on with Silly Jilly the Clown. Silly Jilly's also going to be doing a magic show for us that evening. We've got a demo from Piasol Martial Arts.
That'd be cool.
So if you're interested in that, come check that out. We've got bingo both nights. On Friday night, we have 6 to 8 o'clock bingo. And then Saturday night, it's 7 to 9. On Friday night, we got the Warehouse Project playing, so come see Jay and Waylon and the gang. Of course, they're awesome. That's from 7 to 11 Friday night. And then on Saturday, a lot of the same things as far as the folks that are on hand, but then we've got a spaghetti dinner hosted by our Knights of Columbus. We have a talent show where our kids will be showing off some of their many talents. Yeah, so that's fun. So, lots of folks who have put a lot of hours into things that they do, or maybe they're just kind of getting ready for this one event. But, of course, it's always great for the kids to show off things that they enjoy. There's a pie eating contest for the kids, and so that's going to be interesting. What type of pie? I'm not sure. I hadn't asked that question. And the parents did have to sign a waiver knowing that their children were going to be diving into lots and lots of pie. And so there's pie in the face, and then there's a pie in the face raffle for some of our teachers and myself, where the students can a quarter per ticket place the tickets in different ones, and then those that get drawn out will get to throw some pies at us. And so that'll be Saturday evening as well. That's from 6 to 6:30, the pie eating contest and the pie in the face. So that'll be a lot of fun. And again, bingo's that night and Flip the Frog. And then on Sunday, we wrap it up with basket raffles and a pancake sausage breakfast and kind of the final finale of the raffles. So lots of fun to be had this weekend, and we certainly invite all of those associated with St. Ambrose to come out, but certainly anyone else in the
public,
greater area to come check us out.
Well, I think it's just it's always been a great event. I mean, seriously. And what I think is really cool, too, is each and every year your silent auction improves, and now it's online. A ton of great items. I mean, anything from a winter activities bundle, which I think is just fantastic, to a Branson getaway with guided fishing. I mean, that's the big one. But, I mean, there's some really great items. The thing I think is really cool, I mean, for any churchgoer, we know how Christmas Mass gets and all that fun stuff, the once-a-years, and then here we go losing our spot. We don't have to worry about this now. I love the bids for the reserve pew, the reserve parking. Like, this is really fun stuff that's actually a great gift.
For sure. And then there's some within the school, too, like be the principal for the day.
Yeah,
or
man, that's awesome.
The art music teacher for the day. So there's lots of fun ones there for the kids, too.
Now, question, kind of an out there question. Let's say that I win it and I necessarily might not go to St. Ambrose. Maybe I'm out of state and I decide to contribute. Can I donate that gift to a pair, like my relative that does go there in that family?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's cool.
And as far as you mentioning the auction, that's also, like you said, an online auction.
Yeah.
So you don't have to attend to check out if you're somebody who's kind of an Amazon shopper, that kind of thing. There's lots of goodies there. And some of them, are deals. We certainly don't want them to be deals per se, but for you, you got to bid them up there. Yes, but
this ain't an Ollie's. You got to. This is something to help raise some great funds for St. Ambrose.
That's right. But for you bargain shoppers, you'll find one or two there as well, for sure.
Now, what I think's great is, I mean, all the items are cool. There's cookware sets, guys, from Kate Spade and Michael Kors, purses and wallets. The orthodontic package is really the cool one. So this is from Bankhead, and this is $1,000 towards orthodontic care plus the basket, correct?
Right, yeah. So that's tremendous for those parents that are in that market, fortunately.
Man, hold on. Let me add on to this. Sonic Hair toothbrushes, mouthwash, toothpaste, more, and then that awesome disc. This is cool. This is awesome.
That's a tremendous one, and they've been very good to us in the past as well, so thank you to them.
What time's bidding close on the auction?
It's on there.
I got you. I know how to do my. Sorry about this. September the 28th at 12 noon. If I knew how to read, I would have gotten that for us.
Thank you, CJ. I didn't want to misspeak because I didn't have it in front of me there.
I love Flip the Frog and Warehouse Project. Great local bands being a part of this, and it seems like each and every year the event really does. I didn't know how, but like the crowd size continues to get bigger, and it's always been full and always been a well-attended
Absolutely, and with
event.
like you said, with those two musical acts there, those are ones that of course lots of folks love. You can come out and have something good to eat and have a drink and hear some good music and support a great local organization here, St. Ambrose Catholic. One of the things, I know I've just got a couple more minutes here. One of the things I wanted to mention also, CJ, was just some of the good news we've got going on, talking about our St. Ambrose community.
Yeah.
And specifically within our school, there is lots of great news to share. We've got a fall play coming up called Chasing Charming. That's next weekend, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of October. And so it's a Prince Charming kind of play with lots of fun mixed in there. And so our students each year do a wonderful job, along with Mrs. Preston, the music art teacher. And these are full-blown performances. And so several of our kids participate also in Marquette's performances. And so this is something, again, like we put a lot of effort and emphasis in really making it a production. And so both the performers and the backstage crew and working with Mrs. Preston, it turns out wonderful each year. So those tickets are on sale for our upcoming event. But the good news at St. Ambrose is all kinds of things. We've, in the last couple of years, we've updated all of our curriculums, including things like that in response to our community of parents, but in hearing others talk about, we've introduced a personal finance curriculum for our older students, for 8th graders. We now have a dual foreign language offering, both French and Spanish.
Wow.
And so one of our teachers has the Spanish background, and we also have a local physician, Dr. Janice Robinson, one of our parishioners, who was also a French instructor in her background, so providing a second year now of French instruction. So those are unique really offerings at St. Ambrose, and all of our curriculums have been updated in the last couple of years. We also have put a big focus on safety and security, and obviously in today's world.
Yeah, you added new features to the school during the summer.
Yeah, last couple of years we've been working on this, and really in the last 5 years we've dedicated $250,000 to upgrades to our facilities.
Wow.
Some of that comes through grant money, but some of that through the generosity of St. Ambrose folks. But we've also had and we just met today, in fact, with our quarterly meeting. We have a safety and security committee who helps drive the focus of our efforts and improvements and the protocols that we're updating. And so this is a group that has some tremendous expertise in law enforcement. We have the former Alton Chief of Police, David Hayes. We have the current Chief of Police, Jarrett Ford, as well as members from the Madison County Sheriff's Department, St. Louis Metro, Edwardsville Police Department.
Wow.
And these are all, of course, parent and grandparent representation, but that's a tremendous cross section of our law enforcement community, bringing their expertise to St. Ambrose and advising us on what we can do better.
Well, and I think that's a great note. I mean, seriously, because their commitment to your guys' school security, number one, but also for parents to note that, I mean, you guys have a very a very thorough commission when it comes to that, and a very thorough group.
Yeah, and so in addition to that, we try to provide lots of training to our staff, of course, to make sure that we are as prepared as possible. And of course, the end goal here is to keep our kids safe, and if God forbid we had an emergency, respond appropriately. But beyond that stuff, safety and security isn't fun, but it is a focus. We've got our high schoolers continue to have tremendous success at both Marquette and Alton High, including things like the National Honor Society, the Illinois State Scholars, the Rotary Club, the Silver Medallion recipients. Then the honor rolls. Our kids are way overrepresented.
Yeah,
our St. Ambrose population is about probably at Marquette, which is our strongest representation, probably 12 to 15% of the student class each year is St. Ambrose, and we're in the 25% range most years in NHS inductions. Wow. Obviously there's lots of other schools that have had success, but it's showing the strength of our curriculum and certainly our students and families.
We're going to take a break. We aren't going to do that. We're just going to go to wrap today and go to the top. And just because I wanted to talk, there's just a lot more to talk about. And I think that sometimes too, like you guys, when it comes to test scores and honor roll ratios, everyone might go, well, it's a lower class size, but here's the kicker. If you guys don't have a good student body that actually does that and obtains honor roll, that looks a lot different on the flip side of that.
The data gets skewed easily. Yes,
that's
when
what
you
I'm
have small
saying.
numbers.
So I hear that. I'm like, it's not a good argument because you guys have to work even harder to get a high ratio. And it's really important to note that too.
That is very true.
Dedication.
And I'm glad you brought up test scores because our test scores are amongst the highest group in the diocese. And that's something in the last 5 years we especially in math, made a focus of not improving the test scores, but improving our curriculum, improving our instruction. And the test scores have shown that it's working. And so,
I'm positive it have. Well, and while I can do this, because we're gonna go until 11 today. Community Foundation of the Land of Lincoln Charitable Fund, and then an anonymous member is your platinum sponsors of this event. WM Rexing Trunking, Ed and Barbara Blair Jr., Noel Automotive, Liberty Bank, Miller King Law Firm, another anonymous for Titan. Well, they are Titans. Titanium sponsors, Gold sponsors of Republic Services, the Cole family, Stephen and Gail Joel, Marcia Wheeler, Hendrickson Collision Repair, JAD, the Rakers family, JMB Hauling, Godfrey Knights of Columbus, Riverbank Marketing, Deacon Pill and Pat Kessler, Deacon Jay and Kim Wackler, Thomas Beckel, then Cynthia Gelsthorpe, and then another anonymous. This is incredible. Look at this. I'm still going to go. We got to get everybody. Joe and Margaret Adams, Jeff Lordson, Country Financial, Jun Construction, Matthew Brown, State Farm, Emmerich and Ray Weiss, CJ Loy, Academy Lawn Care, John Hofert, Tarrant Harmon, Real Estate and Auction, Carrollton Bank, Matt Horn, JP Burns, Excavating, Jordan Slabeck, Laura Buick GMC, Jackal, LLC, and then Shivers. And that's your silver category, your bronze, Jim Murphy, Rose Optical, Judy Clark. And that is a list, my friend, of sponsors.
That is a list. Thank you to all of you in the Alton Godfrey area for your support.
We have some time, and I want to make sure we give them the love because it really is important. And on Friday, since we have a couple of minutes, let's go through the lineup of each day then.
Sure. Yeah, so Friday night, again, is from 5 to 10. So we've got games, inflatables, food, tent, the basket raffles ongoing, silent auction, Lulu's Nice Ice, Apple Market, Jewel Ice Cream Company. So that's all happening that night, as well as hair tinsel and temp tattoo. So that's Friday night. So also the magic show's Friday night from 5:30 to 6.
Who's doing the magic show again?
That's Silly Jilly.
That's
local clown.
Like that.
So
That's cool,
yep. So for those of you who enjoy clowns, Silly Jilly's going to be doing her thing and also providing the show. So it's going to be kind of a meet and greet from 5 to 5:30, and then 5:30 to 6 is the magic show.
Okay.
And then 6 to 7 Friday night is the martial arts from Paisaw Martial Arts. 6 to 8 is our bingo Friday night, and then 7 to 11 Friday night is when the warehouse project's doing their thing.
Go ahead. Real quick, I hate cutting you off.
No.
What's adult gaming?
So adult gaming is kind of like not the pull tabs, but like they're gonna have like almost like gambling going on.
Okay.
And I wanted to be real careful with how I say that because they have to follow the gambling license accordingly. But yeah, games like that there's gonna be some chances and
chances to win.
Yes.
Okay. Games of chance.
Games of chance. That's the best way to say
it. There we go.
Oh, jeez, tongue twisted this morning.
I mean, telling you, Bob, that's probably the first thing I've gotten right in months. Games of chance, and I'm going to tattoo it so I remember. Saturday, What are we doing?
So Saturday, they've got some of the same things happening again, as well as a spaghetti dinner that night. That's 5 to 7. The students' talent show, again, the kids performing, is 5:30 to 6. And then right after that is when we have that pie eating and the pie in the face. So that's 6 to 6:30. Bingo that night is 7 to 9. And then we have Flip the Frog as our musical act that night from 7 to 11.
Love it. Sunday, how are we looking?
Sunday's the pancake breakfast. That's Sunday morning. And then they finish all the raffles and the auction. And
the pancake breakfast is really cool to be a part of, isn't it?
Yeah, and so that's often put on by either our Godfrey Knights or our St. Ambrose parish group, and their breakfasts and meals that they put on are always really good. And so So, yeah, that one will be delicious and lots of pancakes and sausage to be had there that morning.
You know what I think's incredible is the fact that it's like, for my generation, it's almost like the old school way of doing education, because, I went to St. Mary's, and hell, anytime I see one of those videos on Facebook that has like the nostalgic thing where you see the classrooms and the Christmas parties and the outdoor events, it's something really cool, and it's something that you don't see a lot of anymore. But our area is blessed with that, with events like Apple Fest, and there's others, but that really kind of bring back the Americana and community of school, and I think that's so important you guys do this event.
It's those types of traditions are important that we continue with them for sure.
Yeah, and with that being said, I really hope you guys are able to attend. The beverage tent will be open 5 to 11:30 Friday and Saturday. Drink responsibly and all that stuff too. We want to make sure we get those disclaimers. Before I let you go, though, is there an Apple Fest tradition of the principal that you'd like to share to the audience?
Well, I don't personally have one. I guess they're starting one potentially here. So however long they choose to keep me around at St. Ambrose, I guess I'll take a pie in the face. But all of you future St. Ambrose principals know that this year we're starting that tradition. So not specific to this event, but again, the fact that it is our big, parish and school celebration each year. We love to have all those associated with St. Ambrose and all the community come out and see us.
Before we let you go back up the road here, what else do we need to recap on?
No, I highlighted a lot of our biggies. Our campus is one that if you've never seen our campus, I would encourage you to come see St. Ambrose. Obviously, our church as well as our school. We have a beautiful campus, one that it provides a great environment for our students. And so what you were talking about in the traditions and the community and the environment that we set, there's so much that goes into that, and our campus is part of that. And so we have a beautiful campus we've maintained and added to. So I'd encourage you to come check us out anytime. I'm available via email, or certainly you can call the school line anytime, and I'll be happy to sit down and talk St. Ambrose with you, schedule a tour, and answer all your questions.
And you can get a taste of the community September the 26th and the 27th. Happens to be this weekend. The Warehouse Project Band is going to be Friday. Flip the Frog with Lenny on Saturday. This is going to be fun. I'll see you there. Principal Baird will see you there. The community will see you there.
Sounds good. Friday and Saturday night.
There. Yeah, there you go. For more information, stambroseparish.org/AppleFest. We'll link it and a write-up on RiverBender.com. We're out of time today. Thank you all for being a part of our Monday as we're getting back to it. We'll see you on Tuesday. Until then, try your best as always to stay out of jail.